Hey there, Bug Watchers. Welcome back to BuggyBot Plays Torment, Tides of Numenera. We finally got done with character creation. We know that something out there is hunting us. If you want just a quick recap, in case nobody wants to sit through that, we ended up in a small room after falling out of the sky and splattering on the ground, essentially. We have no idea why we were falling from the sky, but it gave us a quick character creation process. We went through some memories, made a few choices. Essentially, we came out to being Smooth Talker Caster. So, magic and fancy words, my friends. That's what we're going for here. And here now, we have these people who are apparently warning us that something is out there hunting us. Before I met you, it felt like there was something was hunting me. Do you know what it is? Oh, yes, this is our mindscape, so we're not even in the real world yet. Why don't we start there? That's a memory I don't want to recall. Large, black, furious. It's our death. It's the sorrow. He closes his eyes. I hope it loses interest in you. It's lost interest in you. If it finds us, we're done for. Who are these other people? You call them reflections? That's what they are. As I said, it's your mind. You'll find reflections of people you knew, people you met in the real world, and with whom you shared some kind of psychic connection. I don't know how or why, it just happens. If this place is my mind, why don't I remember any of this? Any of you? Actually, why don't we just ask, who are you? He pauses and looks down at himself, considering a long time before answering. I'm you. I'm a part of your mind, a splinter. I was waiting here for you. We called you with the memories of the others who were here. I don't know what happened next. Okay. This place is my mind. Why don't I remember you? It's your mind, a construct built to, I don't know, share thoughts? Store your true self? Wait, you know how people say, in the first place? This is definitely the first place of your memory. Well, it was the first place for me, anyway. You'd probably know better since it's yours. If you don't remember now, maybe it'll come to you later. Yeah, you said I had to finish the process. Tell me about this place again. Yeah, you said I had to finish the process. What do you mean? After you wake from this dream state and attune to the tides, you'll need to find something called a resonance chamber. Your body should have landed somewhere near it. Just climb inside that and everything will be fine. That sounds kind of weird. What do you mean attune to the tides? Tides are like a force, like gravity or magnetism or something, except they respond to people's actions and perceptions. Your body, that is, your body in the real world, needs the tides to survive. It's not something you need to worry about. Your body will attune as it wakes up. That's weird. What's a resonance chamber? I remember pieces about it, but not the whole. It's a crystal sarcophagus. I remember it having 5 mechanical arms around it and a metal ring set in the floor. I think we were aiming for it when we fell. When you open your eyes in the real world, it should be nearby. That's really weird. So how does he know all this? I'm just a part of you. I look at you and I know. This guy is getting sick of our shit. Like, look, motherfucker. This place was made for you, for us, and I remember pieces of knowledge that come to me when you ask your questions, but that's it. Alright, geez, calm down, Mr. freaking sassy pants here. Alright, let's do this. How do I get back to the real world? There's a portal down there. It'll take you back to your body. Just step through it and the whole tides thing should take care of itself. He crosses his arms. When you wake up, find the resonance chamber and activate it. Then we can... What in the hells is that? Oh, shit! This is fine. Hey, buddy! Gods, it's the sorrow! Wow, you dudes got fucked up. The sorrow is anchored to those reflections. It's devouring their power. The Spectre, we have to get rid of them. Destroy its anchors or else the sorrow will erase us forever. Crisis initiated. Current objective, kill reflections anchoring the sorrow. Crisis. A crisis begins when you enter a dangerous situation. This is combat. You don't have to get fancy, this is combat. Okay, so one attack action or activate an ability, and you can also make a move action. Okay, so yeah, this is essentially standard action, movement action, swift action. Fantastic, I understand that. That reflection area, kill it! You loosen the Sorrow's anchor. Stab that fucker in the face! Use left click to move to this. Try clicking the highlighted character now. Hit him right in the fucking face. Okay, effort can be applied to attacks to increase your chance to hit. As with other tasks, each level of effort increases your chances by 20% at the cost of 1 point from your stat pool. Unarmed attacks use speed, but other weapons and abilities might use intellect or might. I don't like 65%. Why don't we just take that right up?
Missed.
Okay. No, we can't afford to miss. Oh, that can't be good. What in the... It's escaping. Wait, what are you... Why are you saying things? Kill the reflections anchoring the sorrow to your mind. Let's try this. Sorry, pal. Effort. When you apply effort, it also increases the damage you deal. Different weapons and abilities gain different amounts. Okay.
I warned you.
That was... Whoa, I critical, apparently. You've already... Okay, end turn. You've already used your attack action this turn. You'll need to wait until the next turn to deal another reflection. You can move somewhere to spend your remaining move action. If you want to end your turn early, you can increase the end turn in the lower left. That's down here. Okay. Wow, I can actually move pretty far, can't I? Oh, too far. Well, do you want to give me a heads up on how far I can move?
I'm going.
Oh, shit, no. All right. Sorrow fragment. That can't be good. Now run. Get to the next one. Okay, I'm working on it. You can sacrifice your basic action to do... Okay, yeah, so you can do a double move. That's fine. Okay, I see. Now I can start seeing the edge. I can probably fix that later. I don't need to go that far. I can just... Shablam, chump. Another onslaught.
Already lost.
Excellent, we needed that. Sorrow infection. Oh god, that can't be good. It's infecting it somehow. Fettles. Fettles are temporary conditions sound effect. They can improve or reduce a character's stats. The Sorrow has just placed a fettle on the remaining reflection. You can't remove this fettle, but you may find a way to overcome it. Oh, I have adaptation. I thought I took... Yeah, okay, that's right. The other one was confused. Let's see. No, why can't you tell me what that's all about? I want to know what's up here. Oh, I think he has... Oh, he's got increased defense. So let's deal chemical instead. Energy. We'll deal energy damage. Oh, okay, so yeah, it increased his ability. We're fought off by resistance. So that's what he did. He boosted up his resistances. That's strange. I missed. You're a chump. Armor reduces physical damage. The Fettle of the Sorrow place the character has boosted its armor by 10, meaning it will absorb 10 points of damage for each attack. This Reflection's armor is now too high to overcome. Skist. The Reflection is protected somehow. You need to find a way to hit it harder. Grab a piece of the mirror glass. It might have just enough residual energy to kill the Reflection. That looks fun. Stab it right in the face.
On it.
Loot that bitch. Okay, you can stop that. This thing is freaking me the fuck out. Hey, buddy. That's fine. We're just in our brain. This can't be a bad thing at all. Items. Okay, so items I have to equip. Yeah, okay. Shimmering glass. Deal 13 Refills all the users. Whoa. Eat it, buddy. That cannot have been good. Fuck me. You pried it loose. That thing is a cancer, an infection. It's unstoppable, but you stopped it. He holds his head in his hands. I can't believe it found us in here. He looks at you, terror in his eyes. That thing, the sorrow, it's been hunting you. It's what killed you in the first place. It'll keep hunting you until you activate the resonance chamber. I didn't remember until I saw it, but that's why the chamber is so important. You have to get back and activate the chamber before it's too late. The portal to your body is the shimmering dome. There, go, now! Can we just have like a nice chat? Hey buddy, how are you? We've got time. Told you everything I know. Until I'm as blind as you. He points at the space, just head through that. The enormous shadow, that was just the smallest piece of it. You felt it, saw it. It's our death. I don't know anything more than that. See ya, chump!
Ready.
Leave area. Okay, cool. The red tide represents passion, emotion, action, and zeal. The tide of people who want to live life in the moment, experience life to the fullest, or follow their heart. Whoa!
Where did she fall from? Her body's smashed to talk. It's a wonder she's still breathing.
All I saw was the corona, not her origin point. But look, she's healing already. Spontaneous regeneration.
Oh good, I fell on the thingy. Rude. Okay. Ugh, what was that? What did you do, Calestige? His tone has become accusatory, suspicious. You open your eyes. The first thing you notice is the man's kaleidoscope of tattoos, writhing across his forearms. He wears a long dark coat, belted at the waist, supplies filling the pockets. His boots are worn and stained with years of travel. You blame me? She emitted an internal physiological reaction in response to the fall, probably related to the fantastic healing process. Obviously, Aligarin. Her voice rolls and hisses. You have to rub your eyes to be sure you're not seeing double. Faint echoes of her actions trail from her, each nearly mimicking her, though some act and react to stimuli you cannot perceive. Her vivid hair and outrageous clothing remain constant, though, through these shadows. You know what? I dig a chick that's basically too fucking fabulous for reality, and is that basically she has to make extras. I can dig it. Okay. Oh, whoa, okay, that's interesting. Scan thoughts. Oh yes, it's obvious, Calestige. His voice is grim and clipped. Then he sees you looking at him. You're no ordinary mortal, we know that much. Start talking. So scan thoughts. She's changing God. Changing God, okay. Casti's deliberately blinding herself, but why? Was I dead? You fell an incredible distance, yet here you are. Do you really not? He cocks his head to one side. You don't know, do you? I'm starting to think you're not her. Starting to think, Aligarin? Tell me, is it a novel experience? I like you, Calestige. Aligarin's being more paranoid than usual. How long must I put up with him? It's her face. I've never seen any other people rebuild themselves like that. Only the changing God could have healed so quickly. He sighs and rubs his face, trying to regain his composure. Maybe you could help me for a change. You know what this means to me. You're familiar with the word changing, Aligarin. It implies inconstancy. Thus, the changing God may have, well, changed. Several versions of her shrug as she addresses you. You'll have to forgive him. He believes you're someone he once knew, even though it's painfully obvious to anyone that you're newly born. Oh, she bowed. Her most solid self curtsies, while others bow or spin. I and my sisters am Calestige. This is Aligarin. We are explorers, knowledge seekers. That is how we came to be in this room. If I'm not mistaken, you are what we call a cast-off. The changing God created you. body and mind. Your sire used your body for a time, then abandoned it for reasons of his own. When his mind departed for a new experience, you were born in this cast-off shell. Okay, that's kind of cool. I dig it. I'm basically leftovers. You know what? Oh god, I am meatloaf that fell out of the sky. Oh, if I get a chance to name myself, it just might be Meatloaf. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, okay, so he cast off his shell. Where are we? What is this place? Who's the changing god? Are there other cast-offs? But why am I not dead? Before I woke, I was in some kind of dream-like labyrinth. There was a glowing specter. If falling from the sky didn't kill me, is there anything that can? That's a good question. Let's start with this. Who's the changing god? That's something coming from you. The changing god is your sire, dear. He discovered a path to immortality long ago. He means to transfer his self to a new body of his own creation. I don't think he knew, however, that when he abandoned one body, another mind was birthed to fill the void. Oh, geez, okay. Oh, he knew all right. He eyes you up and down coldly. The only thing the changing god cares about is himself. He doesn't give a single thought for those he leaves behind. He sees us as experiments, not humans. Oh, buddy! You're a friend. You're another cast-off. I'm sad now. You know what, buddy? We're brothers. We're brothers. We are friends now. Forever and evers. We're gonna go and we're gonna find this guy and give him a kick in the balls. Mostly for dumping me out of a ship, but also for your thing, too. Where are we? If you know the changing god through my body, why do you keep referring to my sire as he? Are there other cast-offs? Why am I not dead? Before I woke, I was in... Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, why do you keep referring to him as he? We know your creator through legend and research. He's taken the form of men, women, visitants, and other things. His form is fluid, as his name suggests, but the stories of the changing god always refer to him. It's easier. You are a woman. The changing god is himself. Okay. Where are we? What is this place? A sanctum of your sires. The common belief is he has several such places throughout the Ninth World, possibly other worlds as well. We were only just able to gain entry to this one because of your grand entrance. Basically, you pop the roof like a freaking can. Yeah, are there other cast-offs? Dozens, hundreds, who can say? Your sire has been doing this for several centuries. Though if all of them were born the way you claim to have been, I wonder if any of them survived. Why do you hide this? Yeah, I was born when I left. Why am I alive? I used a cipher to slow your fall further, but the damage still would have killed any ordinary person. But think about it. If you're the kind of person who can make your body into anything you want, what do? If you've constructed bodies for centuries, you make each one better than the last. You want to live forever. You're not going to let your life end by accident. No. Oh, I'm talking about the wrong person. No. You'll make strong bodies, fast, powerful. Maybe throw in a regeneration while you're at it. Smart, smart. Changing God has always been vain. He rarely stays in a shell that he doesn't suit his self-image. She looks you up and down, her smile suddenly unnerving. Perhaps the changing god fled because he didn't want to wear those scars of yours. Hurtful. Okay. Yeah, where is he now? If he abandoned your body, then his consciousness fled to another. He eyes you keenly. Oh, do stop. The look she gives Allegern is equally piercing, amplified by the withering glares of her sisters. That must be very disconcerting. Can we not do this next to the open zap zap? If there's one thing we know about the changing god, dear, it's that he always has a contingency. This child was born here. The object of your obsession will have been reborn somewhere else. How can you be sure this body's a cast-off? You mean aside from your miraculous reformation? For one thing, there's your tattoo. All the cast-offs have one, though its purpose is beyond me. And then, of course, there is your delicious naivety. She could be faking it. You don't live hundreds of years without learning to lie convincingly. Oh, what do you think? Are you a newborn child, or are you a powerful immortal whom death has robbed of his memories? This should be interesting. Yeah, fine, what do you think? Yeah, why don't we just... This is just the kind of question he would ask. He scrutinizes you in a way he hadn't before. You carry yourself with the same arrogance, that glint of knowing everything about our world and the worlds before it. Your personality, it's very much the same. Apparently, the blue tide has risen. If you're not him, you're his God's damn spitting image. He spits as if to emphasize the point. You'll have a lot to answer for from a lot of people. And what are you basing that conclusion on, Alagern? Your feelings? He looks away, his composure slips a little. Gods are so rancid sometimes, Calistige. Okay, so we're not friends. I kind of fucked that up, didn't I? What's the blast of energy when I woke? Do you know anything about the tides? What are the changing gods' bodies like again? I want to ask about something else. Let's do... What's the blast of energy? As I was telling my colleague, it was obviously a physiological reaction of some kind. I've never witnessed the burst of a cast-off before. But yes, it could very well have been caused by your nascent consciousness. Don't worry, I don't believe it caused any real harm. Not to me, at least. Really? You've been more abrasive ever since we came in here. She just can't emphasize with other people unless she's experimenting on them. Sure the surge did... Yeah, everybody's good? If it did, it was damage in our minds. Though how you'd check if it carked her, I wouldn't say. Tough to find normalcy there. At least we know it didn't hurt Alagern. That skull's as thick as organic stone. Okay, what are the tides? Heard that term before. A subject your sire studied in great depth. I'm afraid it isn't my field of inquiry. Unfortunate. Let's ask about something else. I've done the changing god, cast off bodies. Why do you seem to hate the changing god so much? His face is calm, but his voice is bitter and tired. You should know, shouldn't you? You've ruined lives, committed crimes, and now it seems like you've forgotten the harms you've engineered. You've left a trail of the dead and dying behind you. She and her echoes share an expression of equal parts amused and appalled. She's not the changing god, Alagern. Fun. Yeah, stream-like labyrinth with a glowing specter. With how hard you hit the ground, I'm surprised that's all you saw. Thanks, dickbag. Thought we were gonna be friends. An excellent question, having not died. What can kill me? An excellent question. Having seen your regenerative abilities in action, I suspect they are primarily physical regrowth. If that's the case, you'd be unable to survive most varieties of psychic or molecular decomposition, disintegration, conflagration, and so forth. Let's not test those. Degenerative diseases could pose a problem, and I know of several entities capable of psychic destruction. As she speaks, a vision flashes into your mind. It's not yours exactly. Somehow you know this is a memory of the changing gods. You are in a dark room, lit by a myriad of blinking lights and holograms from the many machines surrounding you. What about a body that can withstand the sorrow's attacks? Says a voice. It seems to be coming from one of the machines. No. The thing has no respect for barriers of any kind. Physical, temporal, psychic. This is the only way. In a series of gestures, you bring up an image of a crystalline pod. If the resonance chamber works, it will give us the power to stop the sorrow's hunts once and for all. We just need the right focal point. A catalyst. Uh-oh. The memory fades. Calistige is talking. You realize the device you saw in the memory is identical to the one behind you. It looks like the Spectre had described it, a transparent ring, a sarcophagus inside a crystalline dome. Mechanical arms arrayed around it in a metallic ring. Fortunately, the dome is shattered, the sarcophagus cracked. One of the arms is in pieces on the floor. Whatever its function, it's clearly it needs a repair. I fucked it up pretty much. Basically, when you land on shit and bounce off it, it breaks things. Or flesh-eating viruses. One presumes disfigurement by the iron wind would also be likewise devastating enough to... Thank you for continuing to talk about ways that it can kill me. Do either of you know anything about the sorrow? I've had my share of sorrows, but never the sorrow. What's that? Disease? So he's not... I don't like this. This is odd. I know nothing about it. Not like you did not be loquacious either. I can see that already. Saw you staring into space while Callistine graphically described all the ways you could die, but that's about it. He snorts. I only noticed because I did the same thing. Fair enough. All right. I'm going back and forth with you, buddy. Do either of you know how to fix the crystal chamber here?
Updated my journal.
Yeah, firm. Not likely, though it might not be... Though it might not be impossible. You need people with the appropriate knowledge. I'm sure the cult of the changing god will hold the answer. Her distaste is evident in the expression of her echoes, although the face of the one leading them remains carefully impassive. You turn to the insane to help a newborn. Where's your judgment, Aligern? I would take her to the Order of Truth. Order of Truth? Are you mad? They would sooner take us apart. Oh god, there's so many things to talk about. Exposition heavy, guys. It's the Order of Truth. Knowledge seekers. The learned who try to wrest secrets from the hearts of prior worlds. They gather in the city to exchange their findings and help humanity build a brighter future. She smiles brightly. Our friend Aligern here was once one of them. Frauds, quackslavers, charlatans. They don't have all the answers, and I don't trust them with the changing god's secrets. You're just angry they couldn't help you with yours. Her echoes tinkle with laughters. But am I being too cruel? I'm being too cruel, dear Aligern. Let's take our new friend to the Order. Wait, did I already ask this? Which one did I ask about? Now I can't remember. Okay, yeah, I asked about the Order of Truth, didn't I? Cult of the Changing God. Despite what she says, they're not insane, they're eccentrics. She laughs, but he soldiers on. They're worshippers of, well, of you or your sire, the Changing God. They devote their lives to understanding your kind. Okay. I don't really dig that. I mean, Order of the Truth, I'm kind of with him. I really am very immediately mistrustful. Some other questions. Yeah, see, I'm kind of mistrustful of letting this out. But if I go to the Order of the if I go to the Changing God, I mean, do I have a chance to turn them against him? That would be kind of fun. Get my own followers. Guys, I can start a cult. Hashtag not a cult. Aligern doesn't like me, but I feel like I could use him here. A wise choice. Your worshippers aren't likely to cut you apart, and they're sometimes fools, but they collect knowledge and data. They'll tell you more than you care to know about whoever you are. They could give you good counsel. She sniffs and gives Aligern an acid glare. Good counsel. The best counsel is to come with me. I'll accompany the two of you. When you change your mind, you'll need an introduction to the Order of Truth. Fine, we'll both go. But don't be surprised when Callistine leaves you broken in a ditch with your purse empty, while she laughs it off as a good experiment. Suspicious as always, Aligern. Child, the world is an exciting place, but it's full of dangers. Rest assured, one of us will get you safely where you need to be. I'll be right behind you. Okay. I shudder to think what Aligern might do to the child. That is unusual, and I'm honestly starting to wonder if she's manipulating me. Why do you want to go with me? I won't deny that you are an exciting find. But it's not about that. I just want to see you safely out of Wreath. Oh, okay. This is your chaotic evil. I'm a fucking crazy bitch. And I dig it. I like you. Okay, so I can't trust her, but Allegern a little more likely here, yeah. Kid, you're not safe here. And it's not just because you're new. Treasure hunters trawl the reef, scavengers who would sell you for parts if they knew where you came from, what you were. She's not the changing guard. She needs my help, and if she is... Alright. Let's go. Companions, you've gained your first companions. Your chaotic evil is fuck. Crazy lady. They will follow the last cast off and can be controlled during crisis. You can speak to them about their past, take advantage of their unique abilities and skills. Companions have their own motivations and personalities. Depending on choices you may not make, they may not follow you forever. You will find more companions who can join you as you travel across the 9th world. This is actually pretty cool. Companions are a big deal in these games, because in like Baldur's Gate, it was especially a big deal. You get a companion, and they affect a lot of things. What you do, where you know, who you end up hanging out with, how they interact with each other. Some companions will actually eventually fight each other or refuse to travel together. They react to your alignment. I'm guessing this works a lot the same. You may find items, equipment, and more to assist you. When you are ready, you can leave the broken dome using the stairs. Okay. I think we'll go and explore a little bit here. Hey, cool. The mechanical arm lies presumably broken during your fall. Sparks pour from the shattered housing, filling the air with a greasy stench. Machinery and kick fingers. Effort. Companions can, okay. If you select a companion's portrait in the effort below, they can assist you in the last cast off with some challenges. Your companion's stat pools are used instead of your own. They may have different skills, abilities, and statistics that make it easier. What's working here? Okay, base difficulty, she doesn't have any modifiers. I do. He doesn't. So I'm really the best one for this job. Oh, okay, yeah, that's just base. Cool. You take care to avoid the sparks and check several handfuls of shiny trinkets and coin-like objects. You recognize their value at once. Such objects would be accepted as shins, the informal currency of most regions of the world. Gather them up and take them with you. Examine the housing. Sharply appeared, toppled, burnt out, and useless. Somewhat operational, a constant stream of sizzling motes can attest. Cool. We got money and we got an item. Oh, spray flesh. Creepy. Can I... Okay, yeah, that just does that. This over here opens up my inventory. Details. Since canister sprays gelatinous substance. Guys, I am an explorer. I'm going to be taking a peek at a lot of different things here. Instantly if applied correctly. It consumes a movement, so it's not a full. Excellent. Range is immediate, so it has to be like... No, cancel. No, I don't want to discard it. I can just... There we go. You, what can you tell about you? Hardened Nano who fights with his demons. Oh, so I don't actually... I'm a slick Nano. A cunning Nano who pierces realities. Calestige. Endless copies of the same dress belong to her sisters. Cloak. Plus 10 to willpower. Cool. Cannot be unequipped, only usable by Calestige. Can you see flashes of cloth material similar to shimmering around the form? It appears to be some kind of connective tissue between her and her echoes. Interesting. Dimensional mantle. Buzzer, light-ranged weapon. Cool. So she's a firing guy. You know, she's firing. She shoots people. Tell me about you. What can I actually learn? Targeting eye. So she does better with esotery. Mechanical enhancement to your biological eye. Ooh, I could use one of those. Cipher limit increase. Concentration. Now, concentration in other games was mostly about not losing spells whenever you were standing next to someone who could beat the shit out of you for it. Transdimensional. Dimensional supposition. When one exists in all realities, moving from here to there while avoiding an enemy's clumsy blows is simply a matter of willpower. So, teleport and then gain phased, converts all damage transdimensional, grants 30% evasion through resistance except transdimensional damage, which is 100%. Okay, so transdimensional becomes more dangerous, but it avoids everything else. Look how Siege learned Onslaught long ago. Her connection to the multiverse has limited its flexibility. She can only summon transdimensional energies for her attack. Interesting. So hers is more focused. Cool. Journey. Okay, yeah. Fallen to Earth. Find a way to repair the resonance chamber. My conflicting opinions who I should go for help. Interesting. I like this. Max effort is 2. Huh. You can only do so much. Interesting. What's her character sheet? Combat, perception. She could be useful. I like her. Alright, let's check out our friend here. Mace. This guy just beats a motherfucker. Doesn't offer much protection. Cannot be unequipped. A material thick enough to absorb glancing blows. Dusty coat, pockets line its surface, lattice of wires cover a strange star in the jacket's. Oh, I can actually turn them around. Look at you, ain't you funny looking? Okay. It's just a mace. Okay. Interesting. What am I wearing? Will-woven garment. Only usable by the last cast-off. Silky garment, it feels even lighter than it looks. Of course, that's not really surprising. You made this armor with your decisions. It's woven entirely from your thoughts, given shape by your intent, and will protect you as you fight your enemies as a nano does. From afar, using your superior intellect and esoteries. As fragile as the entire affair appears, you can sense a humming energy field clinging to it. That will increase concentration speed, or connection speed between your brain synapses while passively repelling incoming attacks. All in all, an impressive armor. You have quite the imagination, it seems. Cool. Is there anything else in here I can actually... While speaking with the inhabitants of the Ninth World? Yeah, okay, so that's just that. And then Onslaught. Okay, cool. So we now have friends, and
with alacrity.
We can explore. Callistige is almost certainly evil. Okay, Philic Rush, heals 3 points of intellect. Supply within the container is tightly sealed, holding a purple gas. The purple substance harvested from a vast structure beneath the sands of the beyond. Seems to constantly replenish, though it is hard to gather. If the container is jammed hard against the surface, it becomes permeable, unleashing the gas within. The original purpose of the gas is unknown, but when inhaled by a human, it provides a rush of mental energy. Interesting. Speed. Moss-covered pebble looks almost ordinary, as if it were lying on the ground. And if it were lying on the ground, it would be difficult to spot. But the moss shifts in unexpected ways, and the pebble vibrates as it does. If held against the skin, the moss latches on and is absorbed, providing powerful resuscitating energies. These pebbles are found by diving into the waters around Sagus cliffs, perhaps grown by an unknown interaction with the surrounding Numenera. And then this. Shins are usually metal, but can be made of glass, plastic, or substances that have no name. Some are jagged bits of interesting material or small coin-like objects, such as highly decorated buttons from a machine. Others are properly printed and stamped with writing and images. Interesting. What else can I interact with around here? Ooh.
Yes.
Let's go check that baby out. Sunlight falls through the ragged hole in the roof onto the shattered resonance chamber. It's hard to believe that you did this, that you plummeted through the curve of the pale blue sky, crashed through the dome, and broke this delicate machine with your own body. It's hard to believe you're still alive. Four mechanical arms hang over the center of the device. Above the cracked semi-transparent crystal of the sarcophagus, the fifth arm lies broken on the floor and has scattered synth and crystal shards. And a metal ring surrounds the array, dented and broken by your impact crater. Let's inspect the sarcophagus. Padded interior beneath the coffin's cracked lid looks like it was made for a human body. Despite the damage, you don't see a way to open it and get inside. You glance between the sarcophagus and the needle-like protrusions at the ends of the arms. It's like if this chamber would not be a pleasant experience. What if we don't fix this one, but instead make you go find another one? 7 suspended arms. Cables run from the machines along the dome's walls and the base of suspended arms, each one capped with long needles aimed at the cracked coffin-like chamber at the center. Gem-like lights flicker dimly at the base of the arms. If I take another look, does it change? Maybe in your imagination, but some of the cracks of the crystals seem shallower than they were before. What? Oh, so it does change now and then. Oh, a number of the lights at the base have gone out. Inspect the metal ring. You feel the slightest hint of resistance every time you cross the ring, and now that you're paying attention, you note that your breath is echoing in your ears, as though you were inside a glass dome. When you step out, the feeling passes. Oh, so it's like a decontamination bubble. You kneel to inspect the broken section and take note of the field projectors inside. They're omnidirectional. The ring exists to protect anyone standing inside it, but also to contain tremendous amounts of power. Interesting. Can I learn anything else? Yeah, examine the shards on the ground. Jagged fragments of crystal intermingle with synth from the shattered dome above. The crystal shards glitter like captives in the sun. Yeah, pick them up. Crystalline shard. Nice. At the rim of the crater, you find a sliver of crystal, sharp as a dagger at one end and smooth on the other. You might make a useful, if somewhat crude, weapon. And too small or too unwieldy to be of any use. Okay. That's cool. That's really cool.
Naturally.
Flexible tubes are attached to this machine appear to be later additions. Someone cobbled the device together, but its function is unclear.
You've got it.
Tiny glowing motes float through the interior of this tower. Each one is surrounded by much smaller motes, like thousands of worlds circling suns. Okay, so we've got that up there. That's just that again. Yeah, I already looted that. Interesting. A lot of this game is exploration of your surroundings.
Yes, now.
I think we'll call it there. That has been a lot of information. Next time we will pick up, we'll do a little more exploration of our friends here. We're finally getting our feet under us. We can see what comes from it. We can actually start getting out into the world. This will start to pick up now once we get past all the really dense shit. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, feel free to leave a like. You can subscribe for more content every Monday through Friday, and I hope I see you in the next video.